Listen up, RV owners. Are you looking for more storage in your RV? I have the perfect hack for you, and it's with tension rods. Use it in your sink to hang anything that you need to dry. If you want to use the same size rod, you can find areas where you need more hanging storage. We always have our dogs' leashes on the ground and their harness, so we threw this one over the coat rack, and it's great. Everything stays off the ground. Another option is to use it in your bathroom or shower. We hang anything in there that's drying. Often we hand wash our clothes, or we're just drying towels or swimsuits and we just don't have enough storage on the walls. So these are great options. It stays in your camper. It can come down easily. It doesn't do any damage. And there's so many ways that you can utilize these.
Grab some inexpensive tension rods and discover ways to organize your home. Do you have a jumble of shoes on the floor of your closet? Tension rods can help. To use tension rods, simply twist the end of the rod to release the spring and continue to twist until you get the width that you want. Easy. Take 2 tension rods and install them horizontally in your closet area designated for shoes. All you do is twist until the rod is securely taut against the wall. The front rod should be placed about a ½ inch lower than the back rod. This will give your shoes a slight angle forward without them falling off. Add your shoes and enjoy a well-organized shoe rack in your closet. You can organize boots as well. This time, place the tension rods vertically to keep boots upright and organized. Your boots can't help but stand at attention. Is the space under your kitchen sink a jumble of cleaning bottles? Clear out the space and install one larger sized tension rod horizontally and in front of any sink pipes. Be sure to allow enough space above the rod so spray bottles can be added and removed easily. Hang all of your cleaning spray bottles from the rod. You'll be amazed at how much added space you now have. In any kitchen cupboard, install a series of 2 tension rods vertically and back to back to create the perfect system for storing baking sheets and muffin pans.
I used 2 tension rods for this brilliant storage solution. I placed them between my washing machine and wall, which is an awkward, unused space. I made sure they were both level, and then I got a piece of wood to fit on top. I trimmed another scrap piece of wood for the front, and I used a brad nailer to secure them together. I grabbed shelf liner from the dollar store and stuck it to the wood to make it look like one large thick board. I trimmed the edges and placed it on top of the tension rods, and now I have a solution for more storage in my laundry room that actually looks good.
Here are 3 smart organization hacks that you can add to your home using inexpensive tension rods. In the dead space above a doorway, go ahead and grab 2 tension rods that fit the width of your doorway and secure them in place so that they are perpendicular to each other and level. And this is perfect unused space to create paper towel storage. You can store all your bulk paper towels up here. They're out of the way, but they're still easy to grab when you need them. You'll want to find a closet that has a little bit of space on the side. You can pick your closet in your bedroom, a coat closet, a storage closet, maybe your guest bedroom closet. Find a closet that will work. Grab 2 tension rods that fit the width of the side of the closet and secure them in place so that they are stacked on top of each other at the height that will hold wrapping paper rolls up against the wall. How cool is this? All it took was like a minute to put these in place, and I have a whole little spot that can store a lot of wrapping paper rolls that are out of the way but still really easy to get to when I'm wrapping gifts.
And for our final tension rod hack today, let's grab 1 tension rod to organize under the kitchen sink. This is an area that is so hard to keep organized and easy to access everything, and a tension rod is a great way to solve some of those dilemmas. This gives you a spot to hang all sorts of things on. I added a paper towel roll here so you can easily grab paper towels out of this cabinet. There's also room to hang spray bottles for cleaning supplies, and they're really affordable too.
Today's project had me going down to the hardware store to grab some tension rods, also some 1x6 pieces of board. First thing I want to do though is I wanted to cut each of these 1x6s at 24 inches. I'm going to build a box and I need all 4 sides to be equal lengths. Once I got all 4 pieces cut, it was time to form the box. I got the top and the bottom, and then I put the sides on. And the way I fastened them with my brand nailer, and I put all of those in with 3 nails on each side. I also cut another board, and I put one at the top and the bottom so that I can make some strength with the box. Cut one last piece and I made a shelf with it, and I put that in and cut that. Next I went to some 1x4s and I cut 2 of these pieces because I want to make a drawer. I also got some wood glue out and put that down so that I could put my braces on there with little cut pieces of 1x2. Once I got those nailed in, the glue's going to set up in about an hour and make it really strong. Next, it was to take those 1x4s and I got to build a door that's going to go across the whole front. So I took 7 pieces and I'm going to build a brace also for those. Once I get those in, I'm going to brad nail all of those down and put them and make them really strong. I also want to make sure this door is really strong, so I'm going to put more than 1 nail in each of those. Also, I did lay some glue down to make it strong, but I need to cut this door in half. So I cut it right down the middle, pulled it apart. Next, I traced out an outline of a coffee mug. Take some black craft paint. I'm going to go ahead and just paint that all on there. I think it turned out really cool. I love adding that special little decor to all of my projects. It kind of just gives it a little bit more to it when you take a look. It actually turned out really nice. I like it. It only took 1 coat of paint to make it good. Now the door that's on the bottom, it's time to put the hinges on. I always want to make sure that I pre-drill because I don't want to split any of the wood when I put the screws in. I'm going to put a hinge on both sides of this. Next, I want to make sure when the door opens that it doesn't flop open, so I grabbed a little black chain and put that on. Now, the kicker right here is on the tension rod. This is where I'm going to hang my cups from. I'm going to put those brackets in, and it's adjustable, so I can put it in there with the little bumpers on each side, put it in place. I can make it smaller, tighter, but it looks really good in there. I'm going to put some knobs on these doors. That's the last one. And then I'm going to take it inside and mount it. Once I do that, I'm going to grab some hooks, put them across that tension rod on the top, and I'm going to start hanging my cups. And it's also time, once I get these hung, to go ahead and decorate. I'm going to put some of my coffee pods in there also and put a little sign, close it up. Look at that. Actually looked out pretty good. I like how it turned out. And the cool thing is the doors open really nice and smooth, including the bottom one. And look at that. Super cool. I can actually leave it open. It's part of the decor and it turned out nice. I can change all my mugs and I just like how smooth it is when it closes. And the cool thing is, it looks like this little smiley face is looking at me. I can actually not unsee this from now. But it turned out cool. I hope this inspires you to build your own inexpensive tension rod coffee holder. Thank you for watching Home Talk, and we'll catch you next time.